วัสดีครับ
Hello in any language. These are usually some of the first words little ones would say. But not for this boy. The first coherent words that tumbled out of his mouth were the letters KFC. Surprising for a 2-year-old, not because he had developed a love for fast food, but because he could recognize letters of the alphabet.
วิ่งไปไม่เร็วใครจะวิ่งเร็วนี่ฉันตอนแต่ไปไม่ทันให้ม้าตัวใหญ่วิ่งไปมาแล้วเสียขบังกับ A E I O U A E I O U
Now little Win is all of 3 years old. He can count in Thai up to 1 million, count to 1,000 in English, and add, subtract, and even multiply. While most kids start reading when they're 5 to 7 years old, this little boy can already read simple Thai words and sentences, and spell 500 English words, and Daddy may have something to do with it.
โดยที่วิธีการที่เราจะทำให้เขาดูเป็นระบบได้ง่ายก็คือเราจะทำเป็นตารางแยกแยะเป็นหมวดหมู่ตัวของคำแล้วก็ตามลำดับตัวอักษรโดยทำตารางทำเป็นตารางออกมามีทั้งคำในภาษาอังกฤษภาษาไทยแล้วก็พิมพ์ออกมาติดไว้ที่ผนังให้เขาอ่านดูประจำแล้วก็ดึงดูดความสนใจเข้าไปที่ตรงนั้นไม่ได้ตั้งเป็นโปรแกรมที่แน่นอนแต่ว่าก็คือมันก็จะแฝงอยู่ในทุกกิจกรรมที่เราทำร่วมกันอยู่ในชีวิตประจำวันทั่วไป
Well, Win's dad is not the first parent to make such an effort, but obviously, not all children have the same appetite for learning. After hanging out with Win, we quickly found out that this boy sure had a way with words.
Banana แปลว่ากล้วย ORANG orange ตัวส้ม
Perhaps quickly may be the wrong choice of word here, because little Win is very insistent on finishing what he starts, no matter how long it takes, which led us to wonder, is this trait central to his budding prodigy?
What we found is many highly gifted children, they do not want to perform something that difficult because it's too much work for them. They are too lazy to devote themselves to their work. Being good in mental is not enough. It's only 10%. But the rest of that depend on opportunity that we give to them, and the parents is very important. Also the psychological aspect. If they are not strong, they cannot be a genius one.
The production team decided to take Win out of his home environment to see how he would take to outside lessons at an art school. And so the teacher draws on the board. And Win did his own thing. The teacher persisted. And though Win has never been to school before, he did show us in the end that he could follow a lesson perfectly. And yes, you could say we were won over by Win.
Usually 3 years old, 4 years old, the fine motor is not really good. They not even know how to, control the hands in the right direction. Especially this child never gone to school, and he has been trained by parents. Actually, he trained himself more because he enjoy doing, things and producing things.
After seeing Professor Ausani on television talking about young gifted children, Coet decided that Win had to meet her. Professor Ausani's team did several types of tests with Win, testing him not only on his language skills, which appear to be his strength, but also on a variety of areas that include core elements of the right and left brain. The tests cannot be finished in a day, not because the candidate was a 3-year-old, and Dad ran out of chocolates to settle him down, but because it will take more observation time and more tests to figure out Win's real potential.
Wins have very high potential in learning. That's a very obvious. But we do not know about in which area yet. Because some children with high IQ can learn words and learn how to calculate or do things really fast compared to other kids. But they are different from being a good writer or being a good, talented in language.
At the moment, this stay-at-home dad who runs his business from home is charting Win's progress in the hope of bigger things to come for his son. He has even started posting clips of Win online to champion the needs of talented children like his son.
วัตถุประสงค์อันหนึ่งของการที่เราโพสต์วิดีโอคลิปเนี่ยก็เพราะเราหวังว่ามันอาจจะโชคดีกลายเป็น Talk of the Town ขึ้นมาและจะทำให้หน่วยงานของรัฐรวมทั้งสื่อต่างๆมาให้ความสนใจหน่วยงานรัฐก็จะสนใจตามไปด้วยว่าทำยังไงเราถึงจะมีองค์กรขึ้นมาที่จะพัฒนาเด็กด้านนี้ได้นะ
With Dad's blessing, we decided that today Win's lessons will take place at a safari. We hear that he has never seen any of the many animals he can spell. Meeting some of these animals, which as of minutes ago were just words, took a little bit of getting used to. But once the spelling started again, we knew that he was all right. Soon, little Win ran wild in his classroom for the day. And he even met some new friends who have the same voracious appetite as he does for learning.
See you again.
Prodigy. No doubt the next time we meet Win, we will be able to spell that word together.